Hey drivers, just a check-in video here. Things have been fairly busy, particularly with family obligations here recently. We didn't have time to post a video last week, and this week isn't all that much different, but I thought I could jump on and just show you a little bit of what we've been doing and what we want to do here in the short term. Wally's still hanging out with us, and that's cool. He's a big help. This is obviously a rolling shelf. Bought it for $25 at an auction some time ago and got it all cleaned up and painted so that we can free up some space here in the shop. And by that I mean this cart, or the contents of this cart, are going to go on, and the contents of this cart are going to go on. Then we can remove each of those carts. And here's another surprise for you. I'm standing in the middle of the shop. I couldn't do this before. I'm still surrounded by all kinds of stuff, but I can actually walk around a little bit, which is going to allow me to use this space for what it was intended. At least more than I used to be able to do. We took about 4 trailer loads of stuff from here to the next building over. It was a ton of work, but this is the result. We actually have a space that we can use. It added a bunch of steps that for the longest time I was trying to avoid. We're going to have an opening in the wall back there. When we connect the two buildings, I briefly mentioned that in the last video, and that's going to be so much easier. We even have the little concrete pad between the two buildings, so I can just roll stuff between. But I just wanted to do it now. So I took a week or two to do all of this. Loaded up the trailer, unloaded it over there, brought it back, loaded it up. There was a little bit of back and forth, and got it done. So here we are, we have some usable space. This is a huge development as far as allowing me to do things in the shop as I was meant to do. So I'm actually kind of excited about all of this. Now, for those of y'all that watch really closely, which I think is most of you, you might recall this 1776 long block. This has been kind of the guiding light over the last couple of weeks because I want to work on it. I think it's risky to not be able to work on an engine if you're driving an old VW like I do, like every day. This is the everyday driver, and I rely on it that way. So in my mind, it's a good idea to have one waiting in the wings, and I don't have that. So what I want to do is build up this 1776, which is actually already built. We just need to go through and check it and maybe change a thing or two, and put it in Dweezil. Then move the single port that we've been using in Dweezil, which has been wonderfully reliable, over to the bus so I can drive the bus too. Then I'll be in much better shape as far as always knowing that I can drive a VW to work or to do errands or whatever the case may be. And the biggest advantage is that I should be here. It is not right for me to live my life without shop space and some kind of engine project or something going on. This is a quality of life improvement we're trying to make. I really don't know how often I'm going to be able to work on this thing, or how long it's going to take for it to be on the road. And who knows what we're going to find. We may find something that says this is kind of a dead block. I don't expect that, because supposedly it was rebuilt, but you know, we've been there before. So the point is that we're working on something. And while our story these days is more about building your dream shop than it is about building your dream engine, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is that this is what I think most people want to see from Haptic Garage, and that's okay. To the extent that we can do that, we're happy to do it. So we're going to clean off this space. We're going to get power run to the essential equipment and then slowly integrate some of the other stuff. You may recognize this drill head here. I removed it from the big bench with the 4 drill heads and bolted it onto this one. Thankfully the pattern was the same. So now we have a smaller drill press that's maybe more appropriate for this shop. Need to get all that tidied up too, and wired. I picked one that wasn't wired, but this is going to be a pretty cool change for the shop too. The painting did not stop with that shelf. In fact, since I want to do some engine anything right now, I took the engine stand, if you'll remember, like the raising, lowering engine stand with the fancy start box and all that. I took it and cleaned it up and painted it. This is actually what I did last night, and I was painting this in the dark when it came down to it. I hope everything turned out all right, but really, you know, it's a tool, so it doesn't need to be a showpiece. It's going to be fine. It's getting to where maybe I can start handling it, which means I'll just put it together and let it be. But yeah, nice to have all of these parts painted. We'll reassemble that and maybe throw that 1776 on it pretty soon. Is this a shop cat or what? I have been shooting video during all of this. We've got some footage coming up for the new building that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. And of course all of the progress that we've made here recently. So we'll get that edited together and pushed out just as soon as we can. I appreciate everyone for bearing with us. It's just the season that we're in. Also, I really want to express my gratitude for the members. It's not a huge group, but just the fact that somebody is willing to throw a few bucks our way each month is really validating for me. I don't expect that from anyone. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about having memberships turned on in the first place. So I kept it really simple and inexpensive, where the only perk is that you get early access to the videos that are coming out. But I really like the way that it changes my approach to the channel. Here's a couple. One, I have to plan a little bit more to get the content pushed out to the members so you get that early access. And I think that's just healthy as far as my process is concerned. And two, it pushes me to keep at it no matter what. I've gone on hiatus when it made sense to in the past, and I may do that again in the future, but I feel a little bit more obligated in the best of ways to not do that, to just do what I can, just to keep chugging, even if we miss a week here or there, to keep chugging and pushing out the videos whenever I can. I don't want to go on hiatus. I want to do this. And I thank you for encouraging me in your own way. Anyway, I hope y'all are keeping your project alive. I sure am here, because we're going to drive the dream. We'll see you in the next one.